Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be an eyeshadow tutorial with this really pretty like peachy look that I have on, and yes, it will be using the Kylie Royal Peach palette. I did purchase this palette the moment it came out on the website. I was lucky to get it before it sold out. So this is my first time using it because I'm just now getting it in the mail, and I'll tell you why in a second. I'm just now using it and I'm ready to give my final thoughts on not only the pigmentation but how I feel about this palette. Of course, the big elephant in the room, the smell. So if you want to know my thoughts, you just keep on watching. So first things first, let's talk about why I'm just now getting this palette and I ordered it the day it came out. So I ordered it the moment it came out. It sold out I think 9 minutes, and I was lucky enough to get it, and I got my shipping notification, I want to say 2 days later, and I got the package about 5 days later, and it was the incorrect package. Instead of my palette, I got a lip kit. So I had to email them and literally wait another week before I finally got my palette. Now this lip kit I will be giving away, and I will be giving you the information just before we get into the tutorial. You will get the information, but I am giving away this lip kit. So yes, so now onto the palette. So there's a lot of controversy going on about this palette that I was noticing. Now I was one of the last people to find out that there was even an issue with the smell. I forgot whose video I saw, and she was saying that her palette had a smell, and I'm like, a smell? And so I'm like, what the heck? Why does her palette smell? And then I watch her video like, oh my god. And then all these videos like popping up about this smell. And then I went on Kylie Cosmetics Instagram, and I was reading the comments, and people were commenting about this smell. So I'm watching multiple videos, and some people were saying it would smell like paint. Some people would say it smelled like paint thinner. Some people said it smelled like gasoline. People said it smelled like death. And I'm just like, what is going on? So I was at home and I'm like, well, maybe the palette that I was supposed to get and didn't get had the smell, and hopefully the one they're about to send me doesn't have the smell. Lo and behold, the one they sent me did have the smell, and to me the only thing I can think of with that smell is paint. Like, not even paint or even like some type of adhesive, like a glue, is the way I would smell it. Now for me, everybody's palette had, I feel like, a different range of the smell. Some people could smell it through the box, some people could smell it through the packaging, some people could smell it the moment they opened it. I smelled it, I couldn't smell it through the packaging, and then when I opened it, I got about right here to my face, and then it hit me, and it's just like, I'm like, wow. I don't let my sister smell it, and she was like, it smells like glue. And that's what it smelled like. And so I was just like, my sister's like, don't use it. I'm like, well, I can't return it. So Kylie Cosmetics is not over returns, and from my understanding, people have been contacting them about the smell, and they've been telling people that they're not issuing returns and that they are saying that the palette is still safe to use. So for a few days since I've had it, I have not used it, and I just kept looking at it, and I wanted to use it. And so I was looking at I was going back to those videos I watched about people saying that it really did smell, and reading their comments. And in a few of the videos, there were a few people that commented saying how they let the palette air out and the smell was gone. So that's what I did. I went ahead and took all these shadows out of my palette. So this palette is magnetic. All I had to do was push a little bit, and the shadows popped right out. It's magnetic, so thank goodness for that. As I was saying, I was really contemplating whether or not I really wanted to depot this palette, but I was just like, if it's gonna save the shadows, then I might as well, because let's just face it, we're all stuck with this palette. So what I did was, I took all the shadows out, sat it on the window. I put all the shadows in this little Sephora Baby Z palette, and I actually bought the Z palette for some other shadows I have coming, and I'll be doing a video on those when they get here. So for now, I popped them in here, took both of these parts and set them in the window for hours, and literally right now the smell is gone. Like, I don't smell it at all in the palette. Now for these shadows, Right now, I don't smell it at all anymore, but it did take longer to come out of the shadows. And right now, the smell is gone. Like I said, Kylie Cosmetics is not doing refunds. So if you want to keep your palette and you want to use it, air it out, and that should get rid of the smell, because that's what worked for me. And then when I'm done filming this video, I'm just going to pop them right back in the palette. I took a picture so I can put them back in the right order, but I'm just gonna pop them right back in. Now, as far as pigmentation goes, I had no problem with pigmentation or these shadows blending out. I love the look that I came up with, and I know a lot of people are having issues with pigmentation, saying the shades aren't pigmented, but for me, I did not have that problem. I'm just gonna give you, that's the Mojito shade, I think. This is another one of the shimmers, and I'm gonna swatch the matte that I use, which is a really pretty one. I think that's Cinnamon. And I'm also gonna swatch this purple. I love the way they feel. They have a nice formula, I will admit to that, and that is the pigmentation. So the palette I received is pretty pigmented. So I didn't have a problem with that. I didn't have any problem with these shades blending out. And now the smell is gone, I really am going to use it a lot more. Now, I know a few people were saying that they were a little apprehensive about using the palette due to the smell. Well, using the shades, the eyeshadows. I have a few videos I need to film this week. And about 2 more videos, I will make sure to use this palette and put an update at the bottom of this video to let you guys know if I had any issues with using these shadows. As of right now, my eyes feel fine, I feel fine, the smell is gone. Like I said, they were very blendable, very pigmented. I love the look. So right now, so far so good, but I will give you guys an update at the end of this week, just so that you guys can know whether I had any issues or not, because I am still a little apprehensive, but not as much anymore. Everything that's on my face will be in the description bar if you guys are interested. Now to this lip kit, I will be giving it away. It is in the shade Cocoa K. It's a little too light for me. I don't really like the color that much, so I will be giving it away. I will leave the information for the giveaway in the description box, and one lucky winner will win this Kylie Cosmetics lip kit. So make sure you guys check the description box for all the giveaway rules and all the information. I hope you guys love the tutorial, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. Alright guys, so first things first is I'm going to start with my Too Faced Shadow Insurance and simply prime my lids. Again, everything I have on my face and what I use will be in the description box, so make sure you guys check down there for any information. The first shade we're going to go into is called Duchess, and this is a really pretty matte, like orangey, beautiful warm orange shade. It's so pretty, and I'm just going to blend this into the crease in as the transition shade. Then I'm gonna go into this shade, which is called Cinnamon. No, Sorbet. Sorry. It is called Sorbet, and I'm gonna blend this into my crease. This is a pretty orange shimmer shade. It's just like the shade we used the first time, but just as a shimmer. And then I'm gonna take my Tarte Pro Palette, and I'm gonna take that really dark shade, which I think is called Whimsical. Again, I will leave it in the description box. I don't remember what it's called, but. And I'm using the Kylie brush that came with the palette to apply this. And I forgot to mention in the intro, but this brush worked pretty good. I was not upset about how the brush worked. It worked out really good. It wasn't scratchy. It blended out really nicely. It picked up the product really good. So I do like the brush. And then I'm gonna take this next shade, which is called, it's called Queen Bee, and I'm just packing that onto my lid. And then I'm just blending out that brown. Just keep going back and blending, making sure there are no harsh lines. And then I took that first shade and ran it under my lower lash line. And now I'm going back into my Tarte palette, and I'm going to take this shade, I forget what it's called, but I'm going to run that along my lower lash line as well, just to warm it up. Again, I will leave the list to all these shades in the description box. Then I'm going to take this really fine detail brush. I'm going to go into the shade Mood, and it's a really nice berry shade. I thought it would give me the darkness that I wanted, and it did without me having to go back and add like a brown or a black. So I used that along my lower lash line as well. And then I'm taking my ColourPop gel black eyeliner and running that on my waterline. And then I'm going to take my trusty Ruby Kisses liquid liner, and I'm just going to give myself a nice little wing and go ahead off camera and add some lashes. Which are Cinnamon and Mojito, and I'm popping those into my inner corners. And that's about it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the look, because I know I did. Like I said, I will continue to use the palette and give you all the update, and I will see you all really, really soon.